I enjoyed your playing very much. Beautiful, beautiful performance. Unfortunately, I only heard the second movement for some reason, but it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Um, a few things. Why don't you just start playing and we will, if you don't mind, we'll stop along the
Yes,
way.
sure.
Very good, very good, very good. Leonardo, there are accents written. Um, those they don't come out because you are a little bit. I know it's written fortissimo, but you have to um, plan that the accents will come out more.
Okay.
So maybe you should, just out of curiosity, what fingering are you doing for this?
It's 2 3 2 3 4, and the left hand 3 2 3 2 1.
Yes, it's very good. I do 2 3 2 3 5, but it doesn't matter because simply because the fifth finger is a little bit stronger. Try. So maybe a little bit less sound before the. You cannot play loud, 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 and then louder. It doesn't come out.
Okay.
So you have to compromise something to. I think it's obviously important to Brahms to have those. Try one more time. Yes, it's much better, much better. But you know, rhythmically, you can. I think you're holding the long notes a little bit too long, and then you have to be able to play the rest.
Mhm.
I'm talking about technical things. Of course, it's appassionata and everything. Also, the very beginning, much more articulated. Da-da-da-da-dum. You know, it's
Mhm.
almost, you know, if I it to a string player, to a cellist, I would say you have to play it loud and with vibrato. Da-da-da-da-dum. Almost non-legato. Yeah. Go ahead, go ahead. You hold it. Yes, it's much better. But I think that this chord is a little bit too long. You know, when you practice, maybe you should play the orchestra part. That will give you the proper rhythmical element to it. You know. And hemiola, pam, 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 extremely rhythmical. You know, this is, you know, I think this is the core of the movement to be, especially in this section. Second theme, of course, is a different story, but at least for this, you have to be much more rhythmical and phrase at the same time. So now I won't interrupt. Can you start one more time and continue? Very good, Leonardo. A couple of things I wanted to bring out. First of all, this is not clear. Much more articulated. Because later on you played with the orchestra.
Can I start a little bit earlier, maybe doing
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Or should I play on the downbeat?
Oh no, play before the down. No. Start one. Yes, better. And be careful when you play. I mean, it was very good, but be careful that you don't leave pedal on the rests, because the rests somehow have to come out. You sometimes leave the pedal hanging and you don't hear the rest. And the third thing I wanted to bring out is that this is this a little bit sharper. Pum, pum, pum. It's written staccato. I don't hear it. Yeah, good. And then the next, here the phrase is longer. You can maybe phrase and show the differences between harmonies. More singing somehow. And then the last, not the least, that's not clear. Make sure you hear that all two notes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Less pedal. Okay.
Can you start the second? Yeah, it's good.
It's more tenuto.
it's not quite rhythmical. Let me try to play with you the second piano, and maybe we can work out the rhythmic element a little bit. Start from. Leonardo, you are slowing down. Don't slow down.
Okay. But maybe it's not a good idea to try to play together because I have a little bit of delay.
Ah,
so it's not
sorry.
going to be.
You're right. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't hear the joke.
No.
Okay, let's do without.
Okay.
Then yeah, that shouldn't.
Yeah, I have to play.
Shouldn't slow down. Now you get the rhythmically better, but then you have to try to make a little bit music. Those rests are like taking a breath, you know. Very passionate, you know. Enjoy the harmonies a little bit. And don't slow down there. Yes, it's good. Now, you know, sometimes don't accent it. Resolve it. Second note a little bit less than the first one. Yes, but if you build a phrase, I think that the strongest. This was the strongest. This is a climax. Yes. Yes. I don't know. Does it make sense to you?
Yes, totally. Yes.
Work on it, because I think it's important to have. Now we are dissecting a little bit, you know, bar by bar, but overall it has to be one big line, you know.
Okay.
So a little bit. Continue. Sorry.
Okay.
Continue the line. Continue. Don't stop. Yeah, it's very hard to continue this way because your resolution note is a little bit too late. La 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 la. It takes you split second longer than necessary. Think about the arrival point is not that note. but it's the rest afterwards. But that, yes, it's much better, but now be careful that the rest is not too long either.
Okay.
But this note is much better.
Okay.
This rest is like a catching a breath. You must feel it inside. It has to be very internal feeling, you know. Now the second theme, I think for me was a little bit too hectic. You know, if the beginning is very, you know, full of momentum and power and passion, the second theme has to be very more, a little bit more relaxing and more. I don't even mind if you play a little slower, but just it must seem like when you go to the left, all this left hand stuff was a little bit too bumpy and unsettling in this tempo. I think you know, take your time, and then here, this stuff in their left hand should be in time. If you always delaying this. You're taking time, but maybe in a slow tempo you won't need to do that. Can play one more time. Yes, very good. But you know what note is important? Sing that one. It's almost more important than downbeat. And also the crescendo is not gigantic crescendo, because again, in Brahms you have to plan the dynamics, because he writes forte and then another forte, and then it's louder. If you get so loud in the beginning, there's no way to go further. So sing. And here, even more, but not so much in the beginning. You have to be more strategic when it comes to play this piece.
Okay.
You understand me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, one more time, please. And not so fast. Very good, very good. The danger of this that it gets faster and faster because it's hard. And it took me, I myself, guilty of making that mistake on performing. But then you have to be able to put breaks, you know, especially. You can help yourself by phrasing a little bit. Just you know.
So all this section a little bit less in terms of tempo, more.
For me, what you did on the tape, it was for me it was too fast and too hectic. I mean, if you can make it sound relaxing in fast time, it's okay, but it didn't work.
Mhm.
Also, another thing, you know, those things in this section, it's a paraphrase, but maybe here you have to sing it, not mechanical. Try play from there. The beginning now was very good. And one more suggestion for the beginning. Make sure the middle voice comes out a little bit more. It's nice to hear a little bit more polyphony. Yeah. Yeah, okay, okay. That's a hard passage. I always struggle with it. When I play this piece, and thank God I don't have to play it now, I always get nervous for this. But I can help you with a little bit with fingering here.
Mhm.
Um, what do you do here?
3, 5, 5, 4, change to 5,
Uh huh.
4, change to 5, 4, and then 5.
And then what?
5, 4, 4, change to 5. So it's like a little bit of 4 changes to 5.
I play 5 5, and then again 5 5. 4 change to 5. Here I don't need to change. Here you don't need to change to 5.
So
But
5, 5, 4, change to 5, 4,
what?
5, 5, 4.
No. 5 5 4 change to 5. 5 4 5 4 change to 5. You
Okay.
understand?
Yes.
It gives you a little bit more security that way. So 5 5 4 change to 5. 5 4 5 4 change to 5. And you understand?
Yes.
And change I end this
Yes,
for number 4.
I've put it down.
Yeah. And also, don't rush when you get. I know it's hard. Take your time. This is a hard passage, I know. Just practice it, organize it a little bit. It sounds a little bit, forgive me for saying that, a little bit undisciplined. You know, just the tempo cannot fluctuate that much. I would rather take a slower tempo and play everything on time rather than start too fast and then go speed up again, you know. Anyway, we don't need to get stuck here. You understand what I'm saying. The octave passage, I'm jumping because a lot of materials repeats itself. Octave passage also was a little bit over pedaled and a little bit too fast. You don't need to play so fast because it is largamento. This passage of octave passage should be in that tempo, not in the original tempo. Play it one more time, would you?
How will you pedal it with the pedal?
It depends on the piano. It depends on the acoustics. When I practice at home, I don't pedal at all. I'm trying to get the legato quality without pedal. Of course, it's impossible, but at least you are trying, you know. What's important is that this somehow this. If you get that in the legato, then the rest is easier. And here, more left hand, more middle, because here we have no harmonies, but here it's harmonized. I don't pedal right now at all. Pedal is touches here and there, but what I heard, you also played in a very boomy acoustics.
Yes.
So you only hear a lot of noise and no details. So just that, and take your time. This is not Olympics, you know, this is music. Okay. Try one more time. Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. Yeah. But this has to be pianissimo, you know. Pianissimo, pianissimo. But yeah, Leonardo, the second time there is actually phrasing written. First octaves are one big line, but here the strings always say retake, retake the bow, and I always say it also for pianists because it helps technically because. It's hard, no?
Sort of. I'm trying not to pedal now.
What fingering you?
I'm trying. I'm playing 5, 4, 4, 5, 4, 4 5 4 5 4 5.
I try 5-4.
Here.
And in the middle voice 2-1.
Yes. Here.
Yeah. So 5-5, re, D, 2 5s.
So I lift the hand.
Yeah. Yeah. You can that pedal there, you know, when you it might be easier. I don't know.
Yes.
Think about it.
Mhm.
Also, you're not helping yourself by rushing a little bit right there. On the contrary, help yourself. Phrase. Don't think about the technical problem. Just try to phrase that. Take time. 5-5. You know 5-5?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
5
You
5.
take your time. Yeah. Work on it. I would recommend you play slowly. 80% of your practice on this passage should be slow. You know, like really, it helps you coordinate the passage with the position of your hands. You know, it's important that you go with the passage, not against it. You know, your elbow work and your wrist. This passage has to be almost part of your body to feel that. You can play it more flawlessly.
Okay.
And play it afterwards. Yes, for me, this is the most beautiful moment of the whole piece. And I think we have really, first of all, left hand is not so good, I'm sorry. I want the boss note. It's such a wonderful dissonance, you know? Sing like this. So, just really give it all. Okay, your left hand is not, you have to practice it. You hear the connections are not good. You know? You know, somehow you hear the whole. to show all the textures also. Practice it. Okay, I mean, the rest is more or less the same. Play the beginning of the third movement.
From here?
No, play
from there. Okay.
Go on. Okay, good. You know, you play very musically, and you know you have wonderful musicality and everything, but it would for me it would help if it was a little bit more strict. You know, it's a little bit too free, and it's somehow doesn't go well with the style. Also, my fingering is start with the second finger. 2, 1, and play this in 2 hands. I mean, something you don't need to do it now, but something to do. And can you play those 2 notes in 2 hands, not in 1 hand? And then you must establish a tempo and pulse. And a little bit of time, but not so much.
Okay.
And then, I like the color you did here. It was very beautiful. But can you try to do it more in tempo if it's possible? Start from here. Also, excuse me, too much pedal.
Too much.
Too much pedal. Yeah. Even on the computer, I hear too much pedal. Yes, but very good. Leonardo, I mean, whenever you have a little crescendo, it doesn't mean it has to be a huge crescendo. A little bit, because as I said, you have to be more strategic. Because and then the next one is more. If you do this so much, it will not be possible to do a longer line. Also, here, just a little crescendo, not so much. Start again. Start one more time. Yes, very good. Much better. Can you try to think of the left hand as your conductor that keeps the tempo going? Like a lot of classical music works, the left hand is usually keeps the tempo, and the right hand is a soloist. You're establishing a frame, and then you can fit into it, being freer in the right hand. But the left hand keeps it going.
I understand.
Yeah, it's too loud. It's no change until now, and from here, only here a little bit, but you start too soon. Yes. Yes, here, the register is different. Could be a little bit more soaring, a little bit more open. Here we have this, but open up a little bit more. So what's special about this? G flat. And then the roles change. The triplets happen now in left hand. Phrase a little bit more in the right. But without taking your hand over the keyboard, because it's those slurs and then there's a legato on top. So Brahms does it a lot, you know. It's not that. Do one more time. Come. Leonardo, if you
Too
start
much.
so loud, there's no start. Start a little less, so it's easier to make crescendo this way. That's right. It was very good, except you don't plan the crescendos well. It's too loud too soon. I would keep the only here. When the register changes, you can play forte, but till then it's really very slow, creeping it, but not you're giving everything away too soon. To start. Not
Too much.
still soft. In places like this, feeling is much more stronger than the dynamics. If it just says crescendo, it doesn't mean you have to go crazy. I think it's slowly you build it. Very gentle music, very loving and gentle. And he runs. Next time a little bit more. Dolce. Dolce also relates to the forte, not only the piano. Only here that you have a full sound. Because you bring in the orchestra in a different, very dramatic reaction. You understand?
Yes, I wish I
Okay.
could play as it sounds simple, but it's easy to overdo. I don't know.
No, I
It's
understand.
difficult for me.
I understand, and then I go through the same. We all go through the same um, problems. But
Because as you played Maestro, it was like a flower blossoming. But when I'm playing, it's like no, but it's like it.
try one more
I don't
time.
know. Yes, I will.
Try one more time. Take it easy. It's better, but you forgot that the left hand is your conductor. You're taking too much time. I think that as you put it well together, it's simple. You know, make it simple. You know, don't play so much rubato. You know why? Because rubato is already written by Brahms. It's already in the music. You don't need to add anything to it. No. Yeah. But you have to work on it. Work on it. It's getting better. It's getting better.
Okay.
Now the next, play the next one. And you know what I missed? This is very hard with the orchestra. They need to hear your. All those passages are not clear. I'm being a little bit too pedantic now, but you know the idea is you have to give it more clarity to it. Yes. You know, it's not. This was very good, but this is not good. Yeah. Yeah, you have to practice. But no. Yes. But here, Leonardo, first of all, let me tell you about the trills. Trills are not only mechanical, they are, in this case, they're burning with passion. Never play trills mechanically in this music. Good. You know, much more. You can change the tempo within the trill. Not mechanical, please. But no, and the idea is right, but every time is a little different. Sometimes it's faster, sometimes, you know, but you know, figure it out. Now in here, you hear left hand, middle one. I think your left hand is not loud enough, your right hand is too loud. Because you will hear the right hand in any case, but you don't hear the left hand. Here it's easy because the melody isn't top. You understand? Yeah. That's it. That's good. You understand?
Yes.
That's all we have time for, I'm afraid.
Okay.
I
It was
hope it was
very, very
useful.
helpful.
Thank you.
Very helpful.
Good luck to you. You're very
Thank
tired. You
you.
have to
Thank you, Maestro.
practice a little bit. Be
Yes.
fine.
Thank you, Maestro.
Thank you. Very nice to meet you. Thank
Very
you.
nice to meet you too.
Thank you.
Bye.